Honestly, I feel like we should be talking more about how this plant has compounds that act as neuroprotection. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Short and Stoned here, but if you're new, you can call me Kelly. I'm a Canna advocate, medical patient, and solventless foods entrepreneur. And on today's episode, I'm going to be doing a deep dive of what is CBD. Let's get into it. CBD, so it's all the rage right now. I'm actually reading a book where there's a Manor mule, and it's a traditional Moscow mule, but with CBD in it. But we've been seeing it in lattes, grocery stores, skincare, and even dog and cat treats. But what actually is CBD? Today, I'm going to be breaking down the science behind cannabidiol, what it does, how it works with your body, and why both medical, recreational, and wellness seekers are benefiting from this compound. All right, let's get started. What is CBD? Cannabidiol is the official compound name, and it is one of over 100 cannabinoids found in our favorite ancient plant, both hemp and cannabis alike. But unlike tetrahydrocannabidiol, cannabidiol will not get you elevated, and it is non-psychoactive. It was first isolated in 1940 by our lovely friend Dr. Roger Adams, and it has been heavily studied ever since the 90s. There has been a big boom of CBD research in the last couple decades with legalization and destigmatization. But let's talk about how this compound interacts with our bodies. But let's remember first, folks, everybody has a different body and everybody's endocannabinoid system is different. So one effects for moi might be different for y'all. All right, but like I said, the endocannabinoid system does play a role with this compound, obviously, because it interacts with your endocannabinoid system and binds to your CB1 receptors. Now, your endocannabinoid system is in charge of mood and stress regulation and even sleep, as well as pain and appetite. Now, CBD doesn't bind particularly strongly to our CB1 and CB2 receptors, but rather it modifies how they interact with other systems in our bodies and responds to other signals. But cannabidiol can also interact with our non-endocannabinoid system receptors, such as our serotonin producers found in 5-HT1A, as well as in TRP1V, which is our pain and inflammation receptors. And I stand by this because I'm always reaching for my cannabidiol gummies when I am inflamed, and man, do they help. All right, let's talk about medical applications now. Did you know that the FDA won't approve any cannabis products? However, there is one prescription approved by the FDA that contains cannabidiol, and it's called Epidiolex, and it is particularly for rare seizure disorders. Some other ways medicinal patients have benefited from this plant and this specific compound. Studies have shown for it to potentially reduce anxiety, pain, and even inflammation. And this was published in 2015 in Neurotherapeutics. A lesser known benefit of cannabidiol is it's also a neuroprotective. Honestly, I feel like we should be talking more about how this plant has compounds that act as neuroprotection. CBD studies have shown promise in protecting against oxidative stress, and this was published in 1998 in Neurosci. But what about recreational users, just the casual consumers? Well, you can benefit from this as well. This compound can be used for stress, relaxation, sleep, and even post-workout recovery, often added to bath bombs, salves, lotions, rubs, and even tinctures. It's very easy to use, depending on what you're going for. And a pro tip from a canna chef: CBD's effects vary based on the delivery method. So think topicals are more localized to a specific area versus tinctures you drop into your mouth are more systemic and work all over. So let me grab you a product I love. Typically, when I am using CBD, when I am in pain, it is either two forms: lotions that are going right onto my knees because my knee pain is horrible in a specific area, or I'm taking CBD gummies, and these are by Moonwalker. I'll typically take these if my insomnia is really bad, my inflammation is terrible all over my body, and especially when I'm dealing with really bad menstruation pain, as I have a problem with my uterus. But as someone with metal in my legs and has tried so many different solutions for pain, CBD gummies do the trick, especially when I don't want to be taking prescription level painkillers. Not around these parts, partner. I love these because these are lab tested. There are QR codes that you can scan to get a COA, to see third-party laboratory testing results so you know exactly what you're putting in your body. And they're consistent, they taste great. If you're curious about snagging some of these and the details, head to the pinned comment down below and use SNS at Moonwalker to save 20%. I got you in the hookup. All right, so whether you're using CBD for recreational use or medical use, I hope you were able to learn something new today and find a new application with them. I specifically love this cannabinoid when I'm not trying to get elevated, when I just want to relax at the end of the day, have a solid night's sleep, or be able to function and walk around and do my errands. These gummies give you total control over your recreational or medicinal experience. Just remember to always vet the sources you're getting your CBD from and check with a medical professional if you're on other medications. I am a canna professional. I am not a medical professional. But thanks for being here, guys. If you learned something new, please make sure to give this a thumbs up and comment down below if you have any questions and to keep the conversation going. I'm still a smaller creator, so I can comment back to literally every single one of you. So you should try it out. And hey, if you're new, make sure to subscribe so we can keep learning and elevating together, and hit the bell icon so you never ever miss an upload. If you're curious about my type of content, my previous upload was my first LA vlog at sunset. We were exploring. And my next upload will be a review of the Bomb 2.0 Skyload edition. I upload full-length YouTube videos every Wednesday through Saturday at 2 p.m. PST, and I upload Instagram original shorts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I guess I'll be seeing you real soon. Peace. And if you didn't hear yet today, I hope you know that I appreciate you. Bye.